Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi. Oh, man. Well, let's just keep reviewing stuff here. We're here in this particular video to talk about Suicide Squad.
Whoop whoop! Suicide Squad!
I gotta say, this movie was really fun. I loved this.
I don't care what everybody else said. I love it too.
Yeah, I wanted. This is a movie. This is another one of those cases where I stayed away from the negative review. I stayed away. Tried my best to stay off the internet when anybody talked about Suicide Squad. I wanted to see this movie. This is something I've been wanting to see. I've been wanting to see Harley Quinn on the big screen. Been wanting it for years, and we finally got it. And, a friend of mine, before we went and saw it, was telling me that Time Magazine was tearing apart Suicide Squad in the reviews, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck does Time Magazine know about comic books?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. I think he said their words were, just wait for Harley Quinn to make her entrance in the movie, then you can leave. I'm like, regardless of how good or bad a movie is, I paid money to go see it. I'm going to watch it.
Yep. That's how I felt, too. It's like, there's no point in reading all these people trashing movies. Same thing with the Ghostbusters. I didn't like how everybody was trashing the movie.
Just because they were girls.
Go watch it and
have an open mind.
And, make your own opinion on it. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. If you liked it, you liked it.
It's all based on a point of view. It's a point of view problem.
Yes, the movie, spoilers, again, because I got to talk about it. The movie, yes, it had too many characters shoved in at once. There have been plenty of movies out there that give you like a cast of 4 people and not enough time to get to know each character.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm hoping is this is going to be a jumping off point movie to test the waters to see how well the people take these characters in and want more movies for them, which gives DC away from the bat and the soup.
Yeah, because it's like, it's like, oh, you hated Suicide Squad. Well, what do you want? You want another Batman and Superman movie? Please. And I'll go ahead and say this right now. I was going to wait till the end, but I'm going to say it now. I actually enjoyed this movie more than I did Batman vs. Superman. I also enjoyed the new Ghostbusters more than Batman vs. Superman. So anybody who says that Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice was a perfect 5-star movie, what the hell were you watching? I mean, it can't always be about Batman and Superman. You need to branch characters out. Introduce new characters to the casual fans, the casual viewers.
My biggest problem with the Batman versus Superman movie was, 1, Batman's death count. Batman's not supposed to kill.
Yeah, all those cars blowing up. You can't tell me that any...
And all those crashes and, sometimes I understand certain superheroes can't help other people dying in the situation.
Yeah, shit
like,
happens.
When it comes to the mega power superheroes like Superman and Thor and, people like that, they can't help their strength and the power and destruction that goes wrong along with their battles. That is unavoidable.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Bats versus Superman was basically a 2-hour dick measuring contest between the two of them. That's pretty much what it was. But one thing I must say, the trailers. During the trailers, we got to see the trailer for the Wonder Woman movie, and I was impressed. I want to see this. Yeah, it's just a shame we got to wait another year for it.
Well, we also have to wait for Aquaman movie because he's got a movie coming out too.
That's true. Now in this movie, the Suicide Squad, yeah, there are things that they did that they changed. Will Smith playing Deadshot, that was fine. It was like I actually saw some people online complaining. It was like, Deadshot's not supposed to be black, and I'm like,
who says
that?
Exactly.
I mean, it's like people okay, let's use an example here. Marvel Comics. What did they do in the early 2000s? They introduced the Ultimate Universe, in which they took famous characters and famous stories and changed things up a little bit. Why can't we do, and, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that's called some people call it the Movieverse. Why can't DC have their own Movieverse? This is probably Suicide Squad in the Movieverse. That's how I looked at it. But for me, the character that stole the show was Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn.
Yes, I agree on that. But I loved all the other characters.
Yes.
And the way they left the ending, it opens it up for more movie concepts.
For more character development, more storytelling. It leaves things open, and I really liked that. We got to see Katana. I was thrilled to see Katana. One of the old, for me growing up in the 80s, remembering Batman and the Outsiders, seeing Katana, that was a treat for me. And they kept her character pretty nicely done. The whole husband's soul and her katana blade and everything. I thought that was a nice touch. It was good to see Captain Boomerang in there too. Captain Boomerang was pretty nicely done. But Will Smith did a pretty good job in
I liked him as Deadshot.
"Quote unquote" villain role. This was something different for Will Smith. We've always seen him play in heroic Boy Scout kind of characters, with a bit of an attitude, a smarky attitude. But this is the first time we've seen him portray a quote-unquote villain type character. He's pretty much a mercenary / serial killer. That's what Deadshot is, and that's who he portrayed. And I thought he did a good job.
I loved him as Deadshot, I hope if they use Deadshot again, I hope that they use him again. Because there's no point in changing Deadshots just because no one liked him. I loved every character. All of them. They were all good. They were all being portrayed very well. But isn't Killer Croc's not one of the Suicide Squad members, is he? It's the guy that's got half shark, half human.
Oh, King Shark.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah.
I was hoping to see King Shark and not Killer Croc, but Killer Croc is fine with me.
Yeah, Killer Croc works.
And he looked really good.
He did. Yeah. We also get cameos from Ben Affleck's Batman in here,
which I would approve of because it wasn't the whole movie. It was a little shot here,
and a little shot there. It felt right to see him intervening with the Joker and Harley. It felt right.
And, a lot of people have been complaining about the origin that they give Harley, they give her the New 52 origin. I like that one better than Joker just shoving her into the vat. This makes her look more insane and more fearless towards him because she's in love with him.
Yeah.
Because someone who is willing to just jump into a vat of chemicals for someone who they love, that's guts.
And for Joker, in this scene where we see her voluntarily jump into the chemicals, Joker looked like for a second he was just going to walk away and brush it off, but then he was like, "Oh, I got to go back." He was, telling us with his body language, with his facial expressions, like, "Oh, I can't leave her there. I got to go back." And he dives in and pulls her out.
And they make out in
the acid.
Which shows that he does love her, and that I also like that they didn't make her his punching bag.
I like that too.
Because that is the biggest thing that I hated, is Harley being his punching bag.
The whole battered housewife syndrome.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go that route. And while we're on the subject, Jared Leto as the Joker.
Oh my God, I loved him.
He was good.
I didn't like the teeth.
Yeah, the teeth sucked.
But
go ahead and say that.
But he played him as a good crazy guy. And the thing is what a lot of people don't know, is that he's one of those method actors who actually gets sucked into the character, and he did.
Oh yeah.
He did act a little crazy, even when they weren't filming.
Yeah.
But I loved him. He was awesome.
I did too. I thought he was awesome too. Now I'll be a man and I'll admit, when I first saw photos of him in the advertisements and magazines and whatever, when I first saw pictures of him and what he was going to look like, I was not impressed when I initially saw him for the first time. But then it's like, okay, maybe he'll do good. And then we went and saw this movie, and man, he really did impress me by how well he got into that, and he just got into the whole creepiness and the mysteriously uber insane batshit crazy creepiness of this character.
And I liked that he wasn't the main focus of the movie. A lot of people were like, "What?" But he threw us in all the previews. Well, you know what? Previews are meant to suck you in and
make you want to see it.
And I like the fact that he wasn't the main focus in the movie, because that leaves it open to him having an actual movie where he is the focus of the movie.
Yeah, test him out. Don't force him down everybody's throat. Just test him out here, see how he connects with the audience, and if he connects well enough, then you can use him more often. And I liked how they did it. And every scene he was in, whenever he was interacting with people, I was just waiting in anticipation. Oh, he's going to do something. He's going to shoot somebody. He's going to cut somebody. He's going to do something. He's going to maniacally laugh and just start killing people. He's going to do something. He's going to do something stupid. He's going to do something crazy. And there were times he didn't. And you're like, oh God, wait, okay, I can't wait to see the next scene. He's going to do something in the next scene. And there were things that he was doing in there, and I was just like, oh my God, that's awesome. And it's like, when he wouldn't do something, it just made me want to see him more. You know, I hate to compare it to pro wrestling, but it's like when a wrestler teases doing something and then they don't do it, it just makes you want to see it even more. It's like this. It's how Jared Leto did the Joker. It's like whenever he didn't do something crazy, it just made me want to see more.
Because you're thinking, what is going through this man's head? What is he thinking? What is he going to do next? What?
Oh, man.
What? Come on, do it.
That scene where he was in that hotel room surrounded by knives and stuff on the floor and just laying down there, like, just laying around, caressing himself around all those weapons and maniacally laughing. That was chilling. That was really chilling.
Well, to me, it was actually kind of sad because you could tell that he was missing Harley and was, like, starting to go crazy, because he didn't have his Harley.
I loved his gold jacket, his gold suit. I thought that was really cool looking on him. But we also got a little bitty glimpse of the classic dancing pose that Alex Ross made legendary with him in the suit and Harley in her classic Harlequin outfit. We did get a very, very, very brief look at that in a movie form, and I thought...
And we did get to see the Harley's unitard.
We did.
Guess what? It looked... Some things should be kept in comic book form because
that looked ridiculous.
I'm glad that they... I mean, she pulls it out of her box.
Yeah.
Of stuff.
It's seen.
And she went with the booty shorts and the T-shirt.
Yeah, which was fine.
Which is the new 52 look, and I like that look.
I like it too, but man, Margot Robbie in this outfit, portraying this character.
Oh my God.
Oh God, I'm going to go ahead and say it. She was so incredibly sexy in this movie, and really crazy too, and I loved it. It's like, anytime somebody's...
Huh? What?
What?
I loved her acting skills in this movie.
It's like really anytime somebody's like, come on, you got the guts, and she just walks right into the danger, and it's like she's
like, come on, let's go.
She's too crazy to be afraid of anything. It's like
they even said it in the movie that she is crazier than the Joker, and she is possibly more dangerous because she is fearless.
She's too mentally insane to have fear. Yeah, she's right. They did actually say that she is indeed crazier than the Joker and more dangerous.
Because in one of the flashbacks that she has, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to go into too many spoilers.
Yeah.
But in one of the flashbacks, you can see it on her face that she's like, I can do it. Let's go. Come on.
That's also one of the movie's handicaps, one of the movie's flaws, in my opinion, is that there was a little too much focus on Harley and Deadshot, and some of the other characters could have used a little more focus and a little more direction.
Which leaves it open to other movies.
Yes. We did get to see what got... Now, I'm not going to ruin what got Captain Boomerang sent to Belle Reve, or what, what stopped Captain Boomerang and made him eligible to join Task Force X. But all I can say is what I saw, I was like, huh, okay. It just came in like a red blur.
I was like, my favorite scene was the reveal of Diablo.
Diablo looked really cool.
I loved it because my question is, there is a man out there that has all the tattoos, all those tattoos, his face is tattooed like that. I'm wondering if that's actually him and they used him in the movie, or did they just use a different actor and paint on. I'm going to have to look that up.
Probably.
Because there's a guy that does have his face tattooed like that, and he does have Diablo tattooed on him, and,
Yeah. But this movie was surprisingly good. It was surprisingly fun. I enjoyed every bit of it. I mean, I was sucked in the whole time. There was never a time where I felt bored. There was never a time where I felt this was dragging or anything like that. I mean, I was into it the whole way through. And it's very rare that a movie does that. Now, is this the greatest movie of all time? Absolutely not.
No. There were some issues, and there were, the fact that there were too many characters being shoved at you at once. That was a big issue, but I got over it because if you really break it down, it's basically the introduction of Deadshot and Harley Quinn. The others, they might do a part 2 and go into more depth with those characters too. And take Deadshot and Harley and pull them back a little and give you Captain Boomerang and say Killer Croc. Or Katana. Or,
Yeah, it's like, but overall, I really thought this was good. And to everybody who hates it, I'm sorry that you hate it so much.
Don't apologize. It's all on them.
Yeah, it's all on them. If you hated it, then that's fine. Just go ahead and hate on it all you want. But us personally, we really loved it. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give it a 4.
I do too.
Yeah, it wasn't It wasn't perfect, but it was fun. It was energetic. It kept my attention literally the entire time. I even stayed for the credits to see any bonus scenes or anything like that.
Yep.
And I usually don't do that very often. There's been a couple times I've missed extra scenes from Marvel movies because I just get up and leave. But
because the movie doesn't. It's just like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you've been sitting there forever.
Yeah, but this was a movie that I would definitely recommend. But
go, don't listen to other, we're giving this our honest opinion on this movie. Don't go because of our honest opinion. Go just to get your own opinion on it.
Get your own feelings, your own reactions. Don't be fully influenced or brainwashed by our reviews, our positive review, and other people's negative reviews. Just go. If you want to go see this movie, go see it and keep an open mind. Take it for what it is.
That's with any movie that has come out in the last, from the beginning of this year to now. Every movie we've gone to see, everybody's been like, oh, it's a bad movie, don't go see it, you'll hate it, and we wind up loving it.
Yeah, there's been plenty of movies where I thought it was going to be bad, and we go see it, and it was good. A good example would be X-Men First Class. It's like
you didn't want to go see it because of the costumes.
And then we went and saw it, and it was a great movie.
Because I wanted to go see it because it was X-Men First Class. Hello.
Now, I wanted to avoid all negative reviews, like with Ghostbusters. I wanted to see Ghostbusters. I wanted to see this. I wanted to say I saw a Ghostbusters movie in theater. Me being the '80s brat, me being the big Ghostbusters fan that I am, I was going to go see that movie no matter what people said about it, and I loved it. I loved that. I loved this.
We even had a friend of ours say that she was not going to go see the new Ghostbusters movie because of
Melissa McCarthy.
But because of her, and because of all the negative reviews. And I told her, I said, look, just ignore the fact that it's her. Ignore all the bad negativity. Just go see it. You'll like it.
And she did.
And she even admitted to it. Just like with this movie. Just go see it.
Go see it. If you like it,
you like it. If you
don't,
you don't.
So there's our review of Suicide Squad. Let us know what you thought. And always stay evil, Dollface.
Comment.
Like. Subscribe.
Share. Not that many people say share.
Share
our reviews. If you like it, share it. Subscribe. Have fun. Stay safe. And bye, guys.